Hey, what's new YouTube? C0L3 here, back with a brand new video. And today, just drop my keys. Today, as I can tell by the title, hey man, today, man, I don't really got no title. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm just going off the dome today. For real. So, with that being said, you know, first off, how y'all like the car setting, man? Y'all like the car videos, the car vibe? I'm recording in the car right now. You know, the sun is out. It's kind of getting in my eyes a little bit, but it's all good. So yeah, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below. Join the movement. And without further ado, let's get into this video, man. So I really wanted to record this today because, you know, like I said, y'all, I don't come on these videos, man. I don't make these videos claiming that I'm perfect and I have all the answers and I know everything and I have this like unlimited amount of knowledge and stuff like that, because I don't, man. And you know, I'm working every day to, you know, be better, just be a better person. Like when I pray just to be a better individual, you know what I'm saying? Just to be a better human, be a better brother, be a better friend, be a better individual. And, you know, most of the times, like, I don't got everything figured out, man. I'm only 22 years old. You know, I'm not supposed to have everything figured out. If I have everything figured out at 22, then, you know, what is life to live for, right? So, with that being said, man, I just realized something like super important, man. And I realized that I don't speak up. I don't speak up enough, right? I don't speak up enough, and I've realized that I'm a people pleaser. Like, and you know that's kind of crazy to say. Like, oh, like why would you say that? Like, but it's the truth. It's the truth, man. Like, I don't speak up enough. I don't speak up in moments where, you know, I should speak up or I should have something to say, or in moments where, you know, I do have an opinion on something, I don't say anything at all. You know, I just go with the flow. And, you know, I just let my opinion not be heard. But I realized, bro, like, I gotta stop doing that, man. Like, I realized it a lot this week, and it showed me a lot. And I really realized it yesterday when I was playing basketball, right? You know, we playing basketball, and I actually had a pretty good day. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting, I got a couple layups in, a couple dimes in. And, you know, the next game we played, you know, I realized I wasn't getting the ball. I'm like, so why am I not getting the ball if I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm going crazy? Not going crazy, but I wasn't doing nothing crazy. Like, I wasn't doing nothing bad. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, like, why am I not touching the ball? Like, why is it these long possessions where I don't even touch the ball, right? Because it keeps getting swung, it keeps getting swing, and I'm not even seeing the ball. So I'm like, you know what? I didn't say nothing at the time, but now that I'm reflecting back on that, I'm like, I should have spoke up. You know, that's the perfect opportunity to speak up and like let somebody know, like, yo, like I'm open, like pass the ball, like, yo, look at me, yoo-hoo, you feel me? Swing one, like, yo, I'm cutting down, like, swing one. You get what I'm saying? That's a perfect opportunity, man, to speak up. And you know, I didn't speak up, and we ended up losing the game. So maybe if I spoke up a couple of times, I could have hit some shots, and we could have won the game. You get what I'm saying? Another moment where that happened for me was when, what do I call it? I was in class the other day, right? I was in class, and teacher had asked a question, and I actually had a fire response. So we had just got this new head coach. I'm not gonna say what school, but we had just got this new head coach, right? So I'm like, okay, right? And he was like, yeah, what are your thoughts and opinions on the new coach? So I'm like, all right. In my mind, I'm thinking something, right? My fault, y'all. There's somebody behind me. I don't know what he's doing. He just decided to stand right there. But, you know what I'm saying? He said, like, he was like, yeah, like, what are y'all thoughts and opinions on this? I know y'all can see him walking in the back. All right. He said, what's y'all thoughts and opinions on, you know what I'm saying, the new head coach? And, you know, I had things to say. I had all these thoughts and all these ideas. But I ended up just being silent. I didn't say nothing. I let other people talk when, you know, I actually had a passionate answer to give, right? But I say all this to say, man, like, just stop being afraid to speak up. For real, man. Like, stop being afraid to speak up. We can't be afraid to speak our minds. We can't be afraid to be wrong. And that's really what it is. Like, I have a fear of being wrong. I have a fear of failing. I have a fear of rejection. So when you fear all these things, right? And I know I just talked about fear. I know I just said in the last video, like, how to not be afraid of things. And, fear is, we're naturally human. So we're going to be afraid of something at some point in our lives. But when you fear rejection, when you fear failure, when you fear, not speaking your mind and not, bro, that adds up, man. And it turns you into this nice person that just avoids conflict, that doesn't want to stir the pot, that doesn't want to express their thoughts and opinions, that doesn't have the confidence to even, express your thoughts and opinions, and express how you feel inside. Like, so that's something, I say all this to say, man, like, that's something I realized about myself, man. And I say that to say that I'm not perfect, dog. I will keep reiterating this. I will keep telling y'all this until the day I die, because I'll never be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even when, even throughout this self-improvement journey, I've realized that there is no fix, right? Because there will always be something new to work on. There will always be something that you'll figure out about yourself that you need to work on. There will always be something else to work on, something else to do this, something else to do that, right? There will never be a moment in time where, all right, I can sit down, I don't have to keep self-improving, I can stop. Because life is a constant continuation, right? It moves 24/7. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Not life and not time. Time doesn't stop for anybody neither. So we're just always in this, constant go mode motion, right? And I realized, like, that's the same thing for self-improvement. Like, there's always something you can learn about yourself. There's always something that you can take in, more information, more knowledge, more, just anything, man. Just more of everything. For real. And, I was reading this book today. That's really what inspired this video, man. I was reading this book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, right? I'm reading this book, and it's by Mark Mason. If you guys want to check it out, probably get it at Target. Where did I get this? I think I bought this at the bookstore, actually, Barnes & Noble. But I'm reading this book at work, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dang, I stumbled upon this quote that I really liked. And, it kind of took my mind just off of everything that I was doing in that moment. Like, I was like, dang, like, I just kind of locked into this one quote. And I'm going to read it for y'all in a second. But, so this quote is, right? It's on page 118. So if you have this book, you can flip to page 118 if you want. But it says this: it's easier to sit in a painful certainty that nobody will find you attractive, that nobody appreciates your talents, than to actually test those beliefs and find out for sure. Let me read that again, y'all. It's easier to sit in a painful certainty that nobody will find you attractive, that nobody appreciates your talents, than to actually test those beliefs and find out for sure. And, this hit for me because you really don't know your value until you step outside and until you put yourself in a scenario to where your value has to be tested. You don't know your value, man. And I feel like nowadays we just come up with, our brain just comes up with excuses of like, oh no, this girl is not going to like me, so why would I even try? Well, you don't even know your own value, bro. You got to see your own worth. How do you know that she don't like you? You feel what I'm saying? How do you know that she don't like you? You feel me? So I say all that to say, man, like, how do you even know that you won't get this job when you apply for it? You know what I'm saying? How do you know that? You got to see. You got to find out. You got to test your value. You got to see how valuable you are. You got to see, man, because you really don't know until you put yourself out there. And that's something I'm struggling with, putting myself out there more, putting myself, and that's not just with YouTube. That's with my business as well, because I don't know if you guys know, I do run a business, Cold Covers. I make graphic designs, right? So that's I'm starting to realize that's the same thing with that. Like, you got to be able to market yourself, right? You got to be able to talk about yourself. And the thing is, it's like, it's weird because I'm so humble, and it's a blessing and a curse to be humble, y'all. So I mean, I don't recommend it, but I do at the same time, because the Bible always says, like, be humble. But um, it's a blessing and a curse, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you dim your light so somebody else can shine. That's the curse of being humble, man. You'll dim your light so that somebody else can shine, when it really should have been you that should have been shining instead of that other person. But somebody gives you a compliment, you'll try, oh nah, bro, such and such doing this, or such and such. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking a compliment for what it is, like, yo, like, somebody gave you a compliment, say that you appreciate the compliment. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, I done did that this week too. I'm like, dude, like, somebody gave me a compliment. He said, yo, your handles is crazy, man. Why you not on the team? And then I tried to take my compliment and give it to somebody else, when whole time I should have just been thankful that I got a compliment to begin with. Or somebody say, yo, bro, your arms is crazy. Like, I see you been in the gym. And I'm like, nah, bro, I just be chilling. What? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. You gotta stop doing that, man. Nah, bro, I just be chilling. Somebody give you a compliment and you say, nah, bro, I'm chilling. Like, this ain't nothing. When really you should have said, oh, I appreciate that, bro. Like, maybe you should come in the gym with me. Let's get right. That's the proper response. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's small stuff like that I realized throughout my week that I do. And I'm like, dang, like, I gotta start speaking up more. Bro. Just speaking up more, speaking my mind, speaking my thoughts, speaking what comes to my mind. And you want to do that with a grain of salt, of course. Nowadays, cancel culture does exist. So you got to be more aware of, like, what you're saying. But and you have to be aware of your surroundings as well. Like, you don't want to say nothing crazy in, like, a business meeting, or in a professional setting. So it's just being aware of, like, your thoughts, man. And just coming to a realization, bro, that there's always something that you can improve on, bro. And I just found those things throughout my week. Those are just a couple of things. I'm sure there's more things I can improve on. But I just found those things throughout my week. Like, dude, like, I gotta start speaking up. Like, if I didn't like something, if I felt some way about something, excuse me, I gotta be able to speak up. Because then, if I can't speak up for myself, how am I gonna speak up for others? How am I gonna speak up for my girl if I can't speak up for myself? How am I gonna speak up for her? How is she gonna trust me to speak up for her if I don't speak up for myself? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to speak up, man. And you're probably like, why did you make this video if you didn't have the answer to this? But some things I don't got the answers to, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a beat. Some things I don't know, and that's the beauty of it, because I like that I don't know, and I like that I learned something today, even just from reading this book. I learned like 4 things that I did this week that I could have changed. You get what I'm saying? 4 things, 4 scenarios where, okay, I did this. This is when I did this. This is when I did that. Another time I did this. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So now I know next time I gotta speak up. Now I know next time, instead of letting this guy take 40 shots, because he's 0 for 40 right now. He didn't make any of them Johns. Yo, bro, swing. You gotta swing the ball. Let me see that John real quick. Like, you not making nothing, so let me see the ball, right? Or something comes up in a relationship, and you just brush it off. It ain't nothing. But really, I gotta speak up. Like, nah, like, this not cool. Because when you don't speak up, you telling people how to treat you, and you telling people that you accept anything. And I'm tired of that, man. Like, I really am, man. You know, I'm ashamed of myself, but at the same time, I'm not, because at least I had this realization, man. And I'd rather moments like this happen while I'm young. Like I said, I'm only 22. I'd rather stuff like this happen now than later. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have problems, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm not perfect. And as much as I want to be perfect, y'all, and I feel like I'm rambling, but as much as I want to be perfect, y'all, and I wished I was perfect, but even if I was perfect, bro, I would have been killed for it. You get me? That's what Jesus was. He was perfect, and you see how they did him. You feel me? But I always wished I was perfect though, because when you perfect, you feel like all your problems go away. But in actuality, the world is your biggest problem now, because they not gonna like you at all. So hey, man, I made this video today. I don't even know what I'm about to title it. Probably something about being a nice guy and, you know, being a people pleaser and something along those lines. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys gain some knowledge from this video. If you guys want to pick up a copy, like I said, this is the title, Mark Manson, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. This is a good book, man. I've been learning so much from this book, bro. This might be and I was gonna do like a book review kind of thing, like books I read in 2024. But I only read like 3 books in 2024. I just finished. What's the one book I just finished? I just finished. What is it called? I'm blanking out. I'm blanking out, man. Giving people, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I just read that. I actually really like that book. That book was, I want to read that again. You feel me? Like, I want to read that again. And yeah, when you buy these books, man, you don't read them one time. Just read them a couple times. Reread. I know in that book it specifically says read each chapter twice. So before you move on to the next chapter, you know, read it again. So yeah, this goes for, right now it says it goes for $26.99. $26.99. So yeah, if you guys got like an extra $30, you know, I say invest in this book, man. But yeah, so that being said, y'all, hopefully y'all mess with the car videos. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below, join the movement. And without further ado, man, I'm signing out. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.